Hello and welcome to the Home Hour here on TV Mall Channel 173 on DSTV. So today we're going to show you how you can upgrade your kitchen with some very nice pots. And with me in the kitchen is the brilliant Chef Bonolo, who's going to be cooking up a storm. So it's going to get hot, hot, hot in the studio. So today we have the beautiful Bellissima 7-piece pot set. Now this is valued at 1,149 Rand, which is really not a lot of money for a set of pots.
Not at all, not for a set that is so good looking.
Yes, so tell us a bit more about the pots. You know, you're a chef, you know everything that there is about cooking, so you would know why this is perfect for any person in their home.
So the reason I love them the most is because they are very good looking. So that's the first thing for me. The look, you know, it's dark and it is actually quite black, if you can actually call it that, but the red is so striking.
Yes, it pops.
You see, it does. It makes the color pop automatically. So if you're going to have it in your kitchen and you're going to have it on your stove, it's going to be beautiful, but it's going to be even more beautiful once you take them onto the dining table for people to actually dish directly from the pot.
Yeah, so you don't need to have an extra dish to take all the food out of the pot into the dish. You can just put this very beautiful pot on the table. It is called Bellissima for a reason, because they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pots. And I also like the dark color, you know. It gives you that old school sense feeling, you know. It's not those silver pots. It's like your mom's old pots that she used to use.
Mom's old casserole pots that we were never allowed to touch.
Yes, and then they have these beautiful red handles, which just makes it really, 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 really pop.
Yes. But the beauty is not the only thing about the 7-piece Easy Grip. So the name Easy Grip is derived actually from the handles. So if you have a look at the, you know, where the red is coming from, all the handles are made with bakelite technology. So the bakelite technology is the one that is going to allow you to be able to touch it even through a cooking process.
Yes, so no more hot handles like your mom's old casserole pots, because they really get hot and heated.
Yes. So you're going to be able to handle them with no drama at all. And that for me is very exciting, because there's never any time in between, you know, to be actually getting a cloth or an oven mitt. This is going to make it easy for you. And the important thing is you are also going to be able to grip them so comfortably and so easily that chances of you dropping them are nil to down.
Yes, and if you look at these handles, they may look quite rubber on the camera right now, but they are quite secure, and they're silicone, they're not rubber, so they can withstand heat more than the rubber handles that you get.
Yes, so it is actually silicone, you're right. So they can withstand heat, and remember, the pot set you are able to use on a stove, on an induction cooker, on an electric stove, on a gas stove, and even in the oven.
That is brilliant.
And it is important, therefore, for the handles to be able to withstand the temperatures that you can actually go through within the oven. So if you have a look at the 7-piece, we've actually got the 7 pieces. It's the 3 casserole pots plus the 1 frying pan. So the smallest one is the 16 centimeter, then we've got the 20 centimeter casserole pot, and then we've got the 24 centimeter casserole pot. And all 3 of those all have lids. And then we've got the 24 centimeter saucepan, which I'm using as a frying pan right now. And the lid for the casserole, the 24 centimeter, doubles up as a lid for this one as well.
Yes, that's also a very nice thing to have, because you know, in your kitchen cupboard you've got all these pots and different lids lying everywhere. So now you've got 1 lid for 2 pots. So that's that is very nice. And also, saying that you can cook with these pots on a stove, on a gas stove, in the oven, on an induction plate. You know, that means that you don't have to worry if you move and all of a sudden you're going from a stove to a gas stove. From electric to gas. Because the pot can be used anywhere.
It can be used on any surface. And the thing I love the most is the fact that you can use your very pots that you use on your stove in your oven as well. Because what normally happens is, you know, you end up using strange looking ovenware to even feed, you know, to feed your family, and to even, you know, to host dinner parties sometimes, because ovenware is actually quite expensive. But if you've got a pot of sets that doubles up as the pots that you're using on your stove, as well as the ones you can use in your oven, That's a score for
It's
me.
a save, and also you can do food, you can cook it on the stove, and then if you want to put it maybe in the oven with some cheese over just to get that nice color, you can grill the cheese without worrying about your pots being damaged.
I'm so glad I don't have cheese today because I see you've got a dangerous affair with cheese.
Oh, I love
But
cheese.
that's true because, you know, whenever we're making casseroles, you always want to just close it up, you know, to give it that homey, hearty feel.
Yes.
And now you are able to do that by keeping it in the oven without any worries. And then when you take it out of the oven, because of the bake-like technology on the handles, you are able to hold it and just take it off, you know, without worrying and without having to rush off to get an oven mitt or whatever.
Yeah, so talking about us saving time, you know, by buying new pots for your new home, whatever, you can use these pots on any type of surface that you can
Yes.
think of. You are also saving today. So these pots are valued at 1,149 Rand. So today you can get them for the low price of 999 Rand. That is a saving of 150 Rand, which is not even needed because these pots are really not expensive when you think
Not at
about
all.
cookware. So do phone us on 0861000173 or go online to order. We do accept all major debit and credit cards. You can order these brilliant pots on our website as well. And do remember to go to our social media pages because this lovely recipe that Chef Bonolo is cooking right now will be on our Facebook page as well. Getting to that, what are we doing today?
So I'm actually making a reset bowl. It's what I call a reset bowl. I think the more common name is the sunshine bowl. So you know when you have weekends and you are actually pigging out, you're eating everything under the sun.
Yes,
but you know,
takeaways.
yeah, and you know you shouldn't be. So a reset bowl is a bowl that's going to that is filled with goodness, only food that has proper nutrients and goodness for you. So it's going to help you to reset your metabolism to back where it's supposed to be. And the one thing I found out today that's made me very excited is the fact that you are on a diet
Yes.
that is actually facilitated by one of these reset
Yes,
bowls.
so that is a very nice recipe I can eat without feeling guilty today, ladies and gentlemen. And what I also like about these is you don't need to use a lot of oil because they are stick-free.
Yes, so the fact that it has non-stick coating, so the whole set has non-stick coating, means that you can use it without worry of your food sticking to the bottom. And the reason I'm using the frying pan for my eggs is because eggs are infamous for sticking to pans.
Yes.
We all know that. And the reason we, you know, and how we counter that is we normally put a lot of oil. So if you would have seen today, I just put a tiny knob of butter, and that's because I just want the flavor.
Yes.
So if you are someone who does not want to use oil in your food, then this would be perfect for you. Because
Yeah.
then you wouldn't have to worry about your food sticking to the bottom, and therefore you don't have to put in more oil than you need.
All those greasy meats that you have sometimes, you know, because you need to throw in more oil because the meat keeps sticking to the pan.
Always.
And then you end up with this greasy meat that you need to actually put out to drain for a few moments before putting it on the plate.
Yes.
So no more greasy food, ladies and gentlemen. This really is a fantastic set that you need to have in your cupboards at home, in your kitchen. And like we said, you can get this for only 999 Rand today here on TV Mall. The Bellissima Easy Grip 7-piece pot set at 999 Rand. Order now. Phone us on 0861 173 or go to our website to order them online.
So we have just spoken about the fact that it's got non-stick coating and that it's going to allow and facilitate for you to be able to cook using very little to no fat. But that's not the only magic of non-stick, because it makes cleaning so much easier.
Yes, it does.
So the fact that your food is not going to stick means that when it comes to cleaning, it is going to be very easy to clean. You're going to be able to just submerge it in some water with some detergent, warm water, and then it's just going to go off. And that is the reason why I love this pot set, because you asked me a question earlier about making pap in this pot set.
Yes.
And I have, in one of the earlier segments, made pap in this pot set, and it was a dream to make, and it was an even bigger dream to clean up afterwards.
Yeah, so me, that's a bit of a lazy cook, doing pap in the microwave. Gone are the days. I can do it in the pot.
Yes,
because
you
it'll
can,
be easy to clean.
you can come back to everyone else.
I also heard a little birdie in the background telling me that this can be put in your dishwashing machine.
And that's the magic. So your cleaning time is going to be cut or even taken away if you've got a dishwasher, because then you can just put it in the dishwash
Because
and
I
you go on
cannot
with your
put
life.
any of my pots in the
Oh
dishwashing
no,
machine.
of course not. But these, and you know, there are other ranges. The Bellissima range does have other pots. All of them can go into the dishwasher. So any of these sets, if you get for yourself, you're not going to worry about the cleanup at all.
Oh, well, that is just brilliant. So, mommies, no more cleaning up after your kids when they have decided to go into the kitchen and cook and burn everything. You can just wipe it clean once it's cooled down. You can literally wipe these pots clean or the pan clean with a tablecloth.
Yes, so you can basically just clean it off by wiping it off. And the wonderful thing is that it also has non-scratch technology. So non-scratch technology is going to ensure that you don't have to scrub.
Yeah.
Because that's what we normally do. We normally, recluse to scrubbing to try and get it clean. You're not going to have to worry about that because it's not going to stick. So you're not going to have to end up scrubbing. But having said that, if you have a look at the utensil I have in my hand, it's actually got a rubber end.
Yeah.
It's got a
which
silicone
is always
end,
best to use.
which is actually the best to use whenever you're using cookware that has non-stick technology, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to use utensils that are going to hurt the surface and then inadvertently hurt your pots.
Yes.
Because the wonderful thing about these pots is they are actually made of die-cast aluminum.
Okay.
So what that means is they are going to be, or they are very strong, and they are going to be durable. So you're going to have them for a very long time. And the one thing you have to do is you have to look after them so that when the very long time comes around, they still look as good as they did when you first got them.
Yeah, and these days you buy pots in the shops and then a few years later, or maybe a year even later, they don't look as good as what they used to look. But this is really, the die-cast aluminium will last you a lifetime. It really is like your mother's old pot set that she has at home.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and she still has some of those pots. I mean, when I grew up, my mom had the pots and it's still in her cupboard. And these will be the same type of thing. You can have this pot from your studying years, from your university years, all the way to when you've had kids, when they're out of the house. These pots will still be in your cupboards. I actually want to take a look at the lid.
Yes.
Because I do see that it's got the little hole there, which
Okay.
allows the steam to go out.
Yes, but the lid itself is made of tempered glass. So you and I have just spoken about how long the pots are going to last. So obviously the lid must be as strong as the pots. It must be able to stand up to all that cooking time that you're going to subject it to.
Yes.
So it is made of tempered glass, meaning that it is very strong reinforced glass. So it is going to survive a few drops, so you'll be okay. And the rim of the lid, if you want to lift it up for me, is stainless steel. So you've got the stainless steel rim, and this is what helps the lid hug onto the pot easier and tightly. And the reason I'm mentioning easier is because when you have those pots where you try to close it
Yeah.
and then
And
it dances a bit.
wobbles.
Yes. So this is going, that's lovely. That's a lovely term. So this is going to actually help you to guard against that. But what you are bringing our attention to is the steam vent.
Yes.
We love the steam vent very
That
much
little steam.
because it helps us through our cooking process, especially when you're making starches such as rice and pasta, that you don't have to come running from your lounge when the lid starts dancing around. Because the steam vent is going to help you to expel any of the pressure or steam that gets built up within the pot. So it's going to, slowly and gradually expel the steam, so you're not going to have to worry about coming around to a dancing pot.
Okay, and also at the bottom, let's just quickly show you what's happening here at the bottom. And it's very light. So it's not as heavy as your mom's old pots, but it is as durable as the old pots,
So the one thing one always thinks of when you say durable and tough, you think heavy. That's not the case here, not at all. Because it is made of die-cast aluminium, yes, it's strong, it's tough, yes, but it is not heavy at all. So you are able to move it around with no drama at all. And talking about the stainless steel induction plate,
Yes.
so that's where the magic happens. So the stainless steel induction plate is the one that facilitates the heating process between your cooking apparatus, be it induction cooker, a gas stove, be it electric stove. It facilitates the heating process with the pot. So the induction plate ensures that the heat that you get going into the pot is very quick, very rapid, if one can even say that, and that it is evenly distributed. And what that helps you with is you then don't have little hot spots or even cold spots within the pot while you're cooking. Because normally what normally happens is you have a pot that you love very much, but it's that one pot that half of the pot is cooked and half not so cooked. So that induction plate is going to ensure that that doesn't happen. And the other thing that the induction plate is going to secure your pot from is the warping.
Okay.
So whenever you have pots that are made of strong material, they will tend to warp over time. But the induction plate is made of stainless steel, and it's going to remain straight under your pot, ensuring that your pot doesn't warp over time.
I think we all have that frying pan at home that just doesn't want to stay.
I might have a few more than one.
Yes. So, and also what it really is brilliant for the frying pan, then if you are making something but more with egg, or if you are frying some meat, if you don't have the induction plate at the bottom, that means that one side of the meat or one half of the meat may be burnt and the other half will just be
would
undercooked.
not be cooked yet.
So then you have a burnt meat that's undercooked, which nobody wants.
Especially not you.
No.
Especially if you've got a dinner table full of people waiting for the food. So this is going to save you all of that drama. And that for me is wonderful.
Yeah. So this is a really brilliant present even for your mother-in-law, for your your little daughter maybe going to university just in a few months' time next year. Then you can actually just buy her the pot set and she will be set in her life as a student, and she can even take the pot set with her as she grows older. If you want to order these brilliant pots, just phone us on 0861 000 173. It is now going at the price of 999 Rand, which is a saving of 150 Rand. Just look at those beautiful Bellissima cookware. It is an easy grip 7-piece pot set, which you can use on any stove top and put it in your oven. So you don't need to use 500 different pots or casseroles to put in your oven and want to cook with. You can just cook your whole meal in one pot.
That is wonderful. You don't even have to own 500 different sets. So if you are one who's moving into a new home, or someone who's just bought a new home, moving into a new kitchen, this would be a wonderful gift, because it could actually be your one pot set that you own.
Yes.
You'd be able to use it to cook a whole meal.
And it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Definitely not. So even if it is a gift, if you know a friend who's either getting married or is moving into a new home, do that. It would be wonderful. It would be a lovely, thoughtful gift. And the wonderful thing is, it's going to last them so long that every time they look at it, they'll remember you.
And because it can be used on an induction stove, and an induction stove you can take anywhere with you, you can take them anywhere with you.
Yeah.
You can take them camping, because we love our camping.
Yes,
you can take them camping with you. You can even outside, when your husband is busy on the braai, you can use your induction stove outside with your Bellissima pot and cook your vegetables outside, without feeling alone inside in the house and everybody's having a good time outside. You can stand with them and actually cook right there.
And that's the wonderful thing. But I just want to bring your attention to the inside of my pot. So I've made egg, right? But if you have a look at the pot, you can see none of it has stuck in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some cloth and just wipe it off to show you
how easy
it's going to be for you to clean it. Because it could be easy for me to say that it's going to be easy, but I need to show you, because the first few times I did this, I also thought, one of these days I'm going to run into something I can't clean off. And Stephanie, I can tell you, I have not run into something that I have not been able to clean off of these wonderful pots.
So you're telling me I can make fudge in that pot?
So I've actually made caramel in this pot. I've actually made sticky chicken in the pot. And, last week we made Mongolian beef in here. And we are talking about all the stuff that has a lot of sugar, has the stickiness about it, and is going to stick to the bottom, and it's going to stick. So you even dread making it, because cleaning it, you're going to have fun. It's going to be terrible cleaning these pots. And I'm usually the one, at home cleaning, but also cooking a lot, because now that we are banting, dieting, you have to cook continuously. But I think with the Bellissima pots, it'll be so much easier for me. It will change your outlook. Yes. Like you said, it is literally upgrading your lifestyle. Because now you are able to clean easier and you are able to use good-looking pots, it will actually give you the confidence as a cook in the kitchen, to actually try out new things. Because the reason why people do same old is because what you know is what you know, and you don't want to be steered wrong. And the wonderful thing about it is, for someone like you who's on a diet, you can use these pots without using any oil. So if you are going to use, I don't know, fry your bacon in here, it's going to be wonderful, because whatever oils or fats are going to be in here will come straight from the bacon itself. There will be no additional fat coming out of there, and you can eat it without any worry.
Yes, so all of those ladies at home, throw out your old pot set and buy a new one. It will not cost you an arm and a leg. You can get it at the wonderful price of 999 Rand on TV Mall right now. Phone us on 0861 000 173, and also go to our website to order, and do visit our TV Mall SA Facebook page so you can just get these wonderful recipes that Chef Bonolo is always cooking for us.
Yes, because everything that we make in the kitchen, we do put up, because we want you to be able to try it out at home. So we want you to be able to get yourself these lovely pot sets, and not just take my word for it. Try it out for yourself. And if you're making something else that we haven't maybe tried out, take a picture, take a video, share it with us, show it to us. Show us your successes or even your fails, because we've also had some fails, but you can trust that we are not going to have any cooking fails in this pot set.
Yes, and you can also remember, if you need some advice on cooking, Chef Bonolo is brilliant at cooking. I mean, just look at the color of this meal. This looks absolutely ravishing, and it's perfect for anyone on a very low diet, low carb,
yes,
low fat diet. This is a very nice meal to have.
And the reason we've made it so colorful, it is to help you reset. Because we eat with our eyes, right? So if you see something and you're attracted to it, you're more likely to enjoy it.
And can I tell you, it smells absolutely amazing in this kitchen. We are heating up stuff here at TV Mall today.
And what else is heating up is this pot that's right here next to me. Because the important thing is, I have been using this pot to cook since we started the show, but I want you to just touch the handle for me. It is actually quite cool to the touch.
It is cool.
And that's the magic of the Bakelite technology. So the Bakelite technology is the one that is going to help you to be able to hold your pots as if you haven't been cooking with them. So we've spoken about it eliminating the need for casserole dishes. That might actually eliminate the need for oven mitts as well.
Yes, so we are making your life much, much easier here on TV Mall, which is what we are all about. We want to save you time, money, and we want to make your life easier. So do phone in and order these beautiful pot sets right now on 0861 000 173. So let's just go through the features of the pot again once more, just so the viewer can know exactly what they are buying.
So now that my pot is now free, let's get back to the induction plate. So I've said that the induction plate is the one that helps facilitate the heating process. So the induction plate itself is going to assist you in getting heat into your pot very quickly, like rapidly actually, and evenly as well. And when we're talking about rapid heat, we are talking about saving of energy and saving of time. Because what normally happens is, once you start to cook something, there's that time in between when you initially decide you're going to cook and when the pot decides it's going to get hot, where you're standing around doing nothing. And during that time, not only are you wasting time, but you're wasting energy as well, because the stove is on through that time while you're waiting for the pot to get hot. But the induction plate is going to ensure that there is no standing time. So you're going to get the heat generated very quickly into the pot, and then you're good to go. And the wonderful thing about getting pots that heat up very quickly, it means it can cut your cooking time by more than half. And I mean, who doesn't want the cooking time to be cut?
I know about standing in front of a stove, and also because it always seems to burn. When you start doing something else and you take your eyes away from the stove, it burns. But with this induction and with the non-stick,
yes.
you don't need
so
to
you
worry
don't
about
need to
it.
worry about it. And the lovely thing is, if you know you're going to be able to cook quickly, then you can commit and dedicate that 15 minutes to that pot. And you don't have to worry about the dilly-dally time. And because of that, you don't even have to worry, like you said, about the food sticking and the food not being evenly cooked. And that's wonderful. And the fact that the pot itself is made of die-cast aluminium is a very heartwarming one for me. Because, when you say die-cast, we are talking strength. And we are talking durability, and we are talking tough. So you're going to have it for a very long time. But don't let me say don't let me saying tough make you think that it is heavy, because it isn't at all.
I'm really impressed by the weight of these pots. I thought I was going to pick up this casserole and I'm going to die from the weight. I'm going to have to use some extra
There will
arm
be some
strength, which I
exercise.
don't have. So it's really not heavy. You guys should feel this pot for yourself. It is really light of weight.
It is amazing. It is really quite light. And just because it's light, don't make you think that it's not going to do what you want it to. So the casserole pots, as you can see, the sides of the casserole pots are quite high. But that's a normal characteristics of casserole pots, because what we normally do is we fill them to the brim when we cook stuff.
Everything, stews
Filled to
and
the
everything.
brim. And the wonderful thing, talking about filling to the brim, is that if you are going to use this pot set to make a whole meal, you can make anything in there. So you can make sauce in the bottom one, you can make some veggies in the easy grip, in the 20 centimeter casserole, the 24 centimeter, you can make your stews, your chicken casserole, your curries, and then you can fry up your steaks in here, because there's always someone looking for something fried.
Yes, and because it's so easy to clean, you don't need 500 different pots.
That's
you can
the
have
magic.
your 3 casseroles and your 1 frying pan, and you can cook meal after meal after meal. You just have to clean it with a tablecloth or with a paper cloth, like you just cleaned it.
So even if you submerge it, it will be very easy, because remember, my cloth was dry and I'm still able to get it clean. So you can imagine if you submerge it in water, it would be wonderful. And if you've got a dishwasher, well, there, you just throw it in the dishwasher and look away.
Yeah, well, we've all been living with a lie that cooking needs to be difficult, but no more. You can buy your Bellissima 7-piece pot set Easy Grip right here on TV Mall for the low price of only 999 Rand. So do remember to phone us on 0861 000 173 or visit our website, and also go to our Facebook pages to get these lovely recipes from Chef Bonolo.
Yes. So we've spoken a little bit about the Easy Grip, right? We've spoken about the lid, but I want us to bring some attention to the handle of the lid itself. So if you have a look, it does look a bit like a flower petal. I think there's a reason for that, because pretty works, right? But it's because it's more for functionality. So it's how you hold it. It is to actually help you to grip it tighter, therefore helping you in instances where you feel like, it's a bit
where
loose.
your hands are a bit wet, from cooking.
Because that's where things drop. That's where you drop them. So this is going to allow you to be able to keep it in. And the Bakelite technology makes it easy to grip as well.
I must tell you, I am in love with this pot set, and I'm definitely getting one for myself and for my mother and my sister, which just moved into a new home.
Oh,
so
wow.
ladies and gents, do buy these amazing casseroles and your fry pan at the low price of 999 Rand. That is a saving of 150 Rand, which means that you can make a meal from that 150 Rand that you will save. So do remember to buy this lovely product before the special is over.